Good morning, students. I welcome you all for today's class. Today I am going to take grammar for you. What is the grammar topic for us? Types of sentences. So before we entering into the class, I would like to ask you a question. What a sentence is? First, we have to know sentence. We have to know the definition of sentence. A group of words which make a complete sense is called complete and meaningful sense is called a sentence. A sentence, it begins with a capital letter. It begins with a capital letter, and ends with a punctuation mark. Punctuation mark, it's called as sentence. Already you learned this in your lower classes. Just for information I am giving this. A group of words which make a complete sense is called a sentence. A sentence, it starts a capital letter, it begins with a capital letter and ends with a punctuation mark. This is called as what? Sentence. For example, see here. For example, we have a blue sky is this sentence gives any meaning? Is this a complete sentence? Is this sentence gives any complete meaning? No. Yes? So this sentence is strong. How we rearrange the words to make a complete sentence, students? First, we have to take the subject as the first. Yes? What is the subject here, ma'am? The sky. What is the verb here? Yes, obviously is. So the sky is blue. Now, at the end with the full stop. So now this sentence makes meaningful or not? Yes, isn't it? So this sentence is correct. So we rearrange the words to give a complete meaning. So it is called a sentence. The sky is blue. What is the meaning for this sentence? What refer it is? That is, it refers as the sky is blue color. Clear now? So next we have, that is subject and verb combination. It is very important for the sentence to make a complete meaningful sentence. Clear now? So next we have subject and predicate. Already we learnt a subject and predicate. When we have seen that unit 1 after the prose completed, I have taken that book back exercises and book back grammar. That time we have seen that subject and predicate. Once again I want you to take this. So subject and predicate now we are going to see. So subject and predicate. Subject and predicate. Subject and predicate. Every sentence has two parts. Subject and predicate. So first subject here and predicate. Here subject, who, what. Here predicate, verb, what the subject is doing. What the subject is doing. See here carefully. So subject who what gives the answer, that is subject gives the answer of these two questions, who what. And here predicate. Here predicate contains verb as well as what the subject is doing. Okay, subject is, it gives the answer of these questions, who what. So now I will give some examples, you can easily understand that. We will see the example. The monkey ate a banana. So the monkey ate a banana. First we have to identify the verb. In this sentence, which one is the verb, students? Yes, obviously ate. Yes, clear? So from that we have to underline this. We have to say that it is a predicate. What is it? Predicate. So before that it is subject. So already we have seen that it gives the answer of these two questions, who or what. See here, who ate a banana? Monkey. So who ate? So monkey. So what is this? Subject. Who ate a banana? Monkey. So the monkey is the subject. Ate a banana is what? Predicate. Because we identified the verb first in the sentence. What is the verb here? Ate. So from that we have to underline, from that we have to say that it is a predicate. So subject predicate, is it clear? Shall we see some more examples? So second example, see here, the dog was barking loudly. Here you have to say which one is subject and which one is predicate. Here which one is predicate? Yes. Was barking loudly, because we identify the verb here, was barking. So this we underline this and we have to say this is what? Predicate. Predicate. And here which one is the subject? The dog is the subject. Who was barking loudly? The dog. So here this is the subject. Very good. So next we are going to enter our topic, type of sentences. Again I want to recall you that whatever we learn now. So first we learned sentence. What is the definition of sentence? A group of words which makes a complete sense is called a sentence. A sentence, it begins with a capital letter and ends with a punctuation mark. So second, we saw the subject and predicate. Subject, predicate, it gives the answer of subject, it gives the answer of these two questions, who, what. And here predicate, it contains a verb, what and what, as well as the what the subject is doing. So next, we have seen the two more examples for the subject and predicate. So one example we saw that monkey ate a banana. So here we identify the verb in the sentence and we identified the ate is in the sentence, ate verb in the sentence. So from that we can underline that and we said that it is a predicate. And before that, who ate a banana? It's a monkey. So this monkey is a subject. And one more example we saw that the dog was barking loudly. So here was barking loudly is the predicate and dog is the subject. Are you clear now? So next we are entering into our topic. We are entering our topic, type of sentences. So we have 4 type of sentences, children. First is declarative. Second one is interrogative. Third one is imperative. And fourth one is exclamatory. First one is declarative sentence and interrogative. Third one is what? Imperative. Fourth one is exclamatory. So declarative sentence, it is otherwise called as assertive sentence. It gives a statement. Okay. It ends with the full stop. It ends with the punctuation mark, full stop. So it's a declarative sentence. Next, interrogative sentence. It ends with the punctuation question mark. Okay, the punctuation mark, question mark. Easily we can identify that by seeing the punctuation mark at the end of the sentence. Easily we can know that it is the interrogative sentence. So interrogative sentence, we have two types. We will see later that. First you just see this. Imperative also, at the end we have the punctuation mark, full stop. So in these both sentences, declarative and imperative, both we have the punctuation at the end as full stop. So interrogative, obviously we have the punctuation mark as question mark, and then here exclamatory mark, the punctuation at the end is exclamatory mark, exclamatory mark. So now are you clear in this? So one by one we are going to see in detail way. So I will wrap this. So kindly make a note of this everything. So first declarative. Declarative. What is the punctuation mark for this declarative sentence, students? Full stop. Yes. At the end the punctuation we have full stop. So next, declarative, it is otherwise called as what? Assertive sentence. So next, it makes a statement. A declarative sentence, it makes a statement. Clear? So I will give one example for this. Example, she is beautiful. She is beautiful. So listen here. She is beautiful. At the end, what punctuation we have? Full stop. So, and here subject and predicate we have, yes, she. Subject and is. What is the verb here? Is verb here. From this we have to say that it is a predicate. So subject and predicate in the sentence, at the end of the full stop we can say that sentence is the declarative sentence. Clear, children? So next we have interrogative sentence. Interrogative. This interrogative we have two types. One is WH and WH question, and next yes or no type. Yes or no type. Okay. So interrogative we have two types, WH and yes or no type. This WH, it starts WH letter and ends with the question mark. We can easily say that it is the WH type. What, when, for example, see here. What, when, why. How also we can say it's an interrogative. Okay. So what, when, why, how, where. At the end we have the punctuation what? Question mark. So it's a WH type. And yes or no type. Any question, for any question, answer could be either yes or no. For example, you see, do you like coffee? Do you like coffee? Do you like coffee? For see the question, for this answer it could be either yes or no. This is yes or no type. Yes, I like coffee. No, I don't like coffee. So the answer could be either yes or no. This is called as what? Yes or no type. Now are you clear, ma? So interrogative, it is two type, WH and yes or no type. And WH, what, when, why, how. At end punctuation we have question mark. and yes or no type we have, that is either could be, the answer could be either yes or no type. So next, so I hope that these two sentences you understood. Next, we are going to see the imperative sentence. Here I will write. So third type we have what? Imperative. Imperative sentence. Okay. Imperative sentence, command, request, instructions, advice, these are all come under imperative sentence. Okay, these are all command, request, instructions, advice, these are all come under imperative sentence. This also ends with the full stop, ends the punctuation mark, full stop. Statement, declarative sentence and imperative sentence, we have the punctuation mark, full stop at the end. Clear? So this command, request, instruction, advice, everything come under this imperative sentence. Okay. So we'll see now command. I'll give you the example for this. Come here and request, please help me. Please help me. And instruction, take this medicine regularly. Advice, take this medicine regularly. Okay. So listen Yama, come here, attend with the full stop. Request, please help me, attends with the full stop. Here the subject is there but it hides. Indirectly it's there. It should not be visible, but the subject is there here. Okay. You come here. So we have to understand that the subject you is here in the sentence. But in this declarative sentence, we have the subject directly in the sentence itself. But here it's there but it hides. Clear ma? So but it's there, it hides. You come, that is come here, it's there, attend with the full stop. Here you hides here. Indirectly it's there. We have to understand that subject you is there in the sentence. So you come here, it's a full stop. So it is called as what? Imperative sentence. And request, by seeing this, please, easily we can know that the sentence is imperative. Yeah. So next, instructions and advice, take this medicine regularly. So in this sentence also you hide here. Okay. So it is not visibly seen. That indirectly it is there. We have to understand that you subject is there. So take this medicine regularly, attends with the full stop is what? Which sentence is that? Which sentence it belongs to? Imperative sentence. So easily in that declarative and imperative alone we have to know that, because the punctuation mark at the end we have full stop. Okay. So these two is very, very important. This two is very, very important. And other than that, interrogative and exclamatory, by seeing the punctuation mark at the end, easily we can understand that. By seeing the punctuation question mark, we can easily understand that it is the interrogative. By seeing the exclamatory mark, easily we can understand that is the exclamation mark. Okay. So in these two alone you can see carefully. Next we have exclamatory. Exclamatory sentence. So exclamatory sentence. exclamatory sentence expresses strong. So children, I want you to take down your notes. You copy down everything, whatever I have written here, you just copy down in your notes. So exclamatory sentence, it expresses strong emotions or feelings. For example, how beautiful it is. So exclamatory sentence, it expresses strong emotions or feelings. It is exclamatory and easily we know by at the end when we see the punctuation mark, easily we can understand. It's an exclamatory sentence. Clear? So how beautiful it is. At the end, what punctuation we have? Exclamatory mark. Okay. Clear, students? Now I hope you understand everything, that declarative and interrogative, imperative. We have seen all the 4 type of sentences. Again I will say this. Kindly make note it down all the things. It's very important. Again I will repeat this. Listen carefully. I want everybody to be attentive. So declarative sentence makes a statement. For example, she is beautiful. Here subject we have and predicate we have in the sentence. So we can say that it is a statement sentence. Clear? So next interrogative, we have 2 types, WH type and yes or no type. WH, what, when, why, how and A at the end with the question mark. And here yes or no type, the answer could be either, for any question answer could be either yes or no. For example also I have given here, do you like coffee? Yes, I like coffee. Yes, I don't like coffee. So the answer could be either yes or no. Here next imperative sentence, command, request, instruction, advice. These 4, it come under imperative sentence. Yeah. So here that is visibly we can't see the subject in the sentences, but we can understand that subject idea. So it's a difference between that declarative and imperative sentence. And exclamatory it's a strong emotions or feelings, and at the end when we see the exclamatory mark, we can easily understand that. Okay, so that's all type of sentences got over. Now you can take down the book. Some book back exercises it's there, we'll complete that. Page number 121. So take your book students, page number 121. Page number 121, some definitions they have given here, we will see that and then we can do that exercises, okay. So see page number 121, I will wait for a second to take your book. So now, a sentence begins with a capital letter and ends with a full stop or a question mark or an exclamation mark. So next, a sentence can do 4 things. When a sentence is a statement, it gives a fact, it gives a statement, it gives a fact or an opinion, and we end it with a full stop. So for example, ducks swim in water. So ducks is a subject, swim in water is a predicate here, and this sentence is what? Statement. And next, when a sentence asks a question, we end it with a question mark. For example, what do you want? WH type is here. What do you want at the end with the question mark. This is interrogative type of sentence. Next, when a sentence makes a request or gives an instruction or a command, we end with a full stop. So it's a what? Imperative sentence. For example, take this road. So here ma, listen, take this road, that subject is hide here. Listen here, take this road. But we have to understand that the subject is there, you. Okay. So next, exclamatory sentence. When a sentence expresses surprise, wonder or some strong emotion, we end it with an exclamation mark. How good these flowers smell. At the end we have the exclamation mark. So now I hope you understand this. Shall we see the book back exercises now? Okay. So tick the right option to fill in the blanks. Dash a beautiful flower. Which option is correct here? What? Yes. What a beautiful flower. Put the tick mark in that C option. Second one, dash play football. Which one is correct here? Can you? So you just put the tick mark in that B option. Can you play football here? Why? Because at the last, at the end, the question mark is there, yes. So we have to frame the sentence in a question type. So can you play football? So next, dash did you go yesterday? Go is here, so obvious, definitely we have to select the place, which is where. Where did you go yesterday? So next, fourth one, dash as go for a walk. So let us go for a walk. It's an imperative sentence. Let, C option, let. Fifth one, dash like to play hide and seek. I like to play hide and seek. So it's a statement sentence. I like to play hide and seek. So next, look at the punctuation of these sentences. Why are they punctuated differently? Discuss in class. So see the first one. One always felt like drawing close to him. What a sentence is this? This sentence is the first one. This sentence is a statement. This sentence is a statement, so we end with a full stop. Yes. So see that the punctuation mark, full stop is there at the end. Yes. So we end with a full stop. So it is what? Statement sentence. So next, but no one ever comes here. So see at the last punctuation we have, yes. So this sentence expresses surprise. So we end with an exclamation mark. So it's an exclamatory sentence. Next, who is going to see them? This sentence asks a question. So we end with a question mark. Next, come here. This sentence gives a command. This sentence gives a command. So we end with a full stop. It's an imperative sentence. Clear now? So next, see the work in past and say. So you just copy down everything in your book. Okay. So next, work in past and say the sentences to each other. Do you hear any differences in the way it is spoken? So listen here. This is banyan tree. What type of sentence is this? You have to say now. What type of sentence is this? Yes, correct. I am hearing here. You are saying that statement sentence. Yes, I hear here. Yes, it's correct. So, have we copied down this? So page number 122 we are seeing now. M. So this is the banyan tree. What type of sentence is this? Declarative sentence. Declarative, assertive, statement, everything are same. Okay. So declarative sentence. So second one, why we are saying this declarative sentence? Because it's a statement. The sentence is a statement. Okay. So next, second one, is this a banyan tree? Last end with the question mark. What is that? Last end with the question mark. So what type of sentence is this? Interrogative sentence. Very good. Interrogative sentence. Third one, what a beautiful banyan tree. Exclamation mark is there. So exclamation mark is here. What type of sentence is this? Exclamatory sentence. Fourth one, look at this banyan tree. Look at this banyan tree. What is this? Command. What type of sentence is this? Command, it comes under which sentence? Imperative. Yes, good. Imperative sentence. So next, N. See here. The tendril moved towards grandfather. What type of sentence is this? If it is statement, you can give S. If it is request, you can give R. If it is command, you can give C. Okay. So we'll see now. The tendril moved towards grandfather. What type of sentence is this? Statement. So I have written here as S. Sorry. I want a roof over my head. What type of sentence is this? Statement. Because at the end we have full stop, yes, and subject and predicate is there in the sentence, yes. So we can say that it is a statement sentence. Third one, please do not cut trees. So please is here. It's obviously it's an imperative sentence. Request. So you can write that R. Request. So next, fourth one. We spent the whole day planting saplings. So what type of sentence is this? Statement. Because the punctuation at the end we have full stop. Will you please remove the trees growing on the wall? It's a request. Please is here. Please is there. When you see the word please, wherever you are seeing the word please, that it is request. There was a forest on the island. It's a statement. Seventh one, go to the riverbed. Go to the riverbed. What is that? Command. It comes under imperative sentence. Eighth one, the island was a green paradise. At the end, full stop, island. Subject, predicate is there. It's a statement. Grow more trees to protect nature. What type of sentence is this? It's a command, imperative sentence. 10th one, grandfather's dream had come true. So it's a statement. Clear? I hope you understand this type of sentences. Have you copied everything? Okay. So thank you. We'll see in another session. Thank you, children.